What is up, fundraising family? Today we're going to do a little bit of a different kind of video, and I am going to take you through an online auction, and we're going to look through some packages and see what we get. So we are here on the classicwineauction.com website, and this is for the 34th annual Portland, Oregon wine auction. Now, I follow them on Instagram, and when I saw this pop up, I thought it could be an interesting and very cool video. I've never done one like this, so let's see how it goes. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe for more content coming at you 2 to 3 times a week from me, Abra and Charity Auctions. Okay, so we clicked on the auction page, and it's a little hard to find, which I don't love. They should make it pretty obvious. Like, I'm pretty savvy on a nonprofit website and mobile bidding and online auctions, and it took me a little bit of work. So we're going to scroll down to here, and here we see mobile bidding. So they clearly have their silent auction online, so I'm just going to click there. Oh, and you can see they're working with Greater Giving. Very, very popular. So here we go. As you can tell, this is one of the issues that happens with Greater Giving is you go from this gorgeous, beautiful website, which they have, and then it takes you over to this kind of like 1998 website. Just looks kind of janky. Let's go through their auction packages and see what they look like. So as you can see, they have a ton of items. I don't love this layout. I think it's really, really confusing. Like, here's auction item number 1, and here's 14, and here's 50, and here's 51. But like, where's number 2 and where's number 13? I don't love that. But I'm not in charge of this auction, so I'm just letting you know for yours, please put them in order. It's not easy for us. Okay, so we're going to start right here with number 1, the Ben and Jerry's Party. I'm going to click on this. It's going to open. And now it is going to show me in a different layout. I also don't love this feature because now I have to click on this little plus button to make it, to see actually what it is. So when I click on this, I find, and by the way, I'm on a desktop. Like, imagine how hard this would be on your mobile phone. Mobile bidding is not perfect for an online auction at all, but this does look really great. This is a great item. I have nothing bad to say about it. I'm just very curious. This is the first time I've been on the site, and I'm taking you through me. So here's their description. Want a sure way to put a smile on someone's face? Just ask, how about some ice cream? So this is an ice cream party for up to 50 people at the location of your choice. Or you get a cup or a party cone to go. Looks good. Nothing too fancy. Okay, related packages. Let's see what they recommend for us. Oh, look, number 50 and number 14 in a weird order. But let's take a look at this Vinny Award Party because this one looks personal and unique, and that's kind of what we're here to see. This is the Vinny Award Party with Cindy and Duncan Campbell, who I don't know because I live in California and they live in Oregon. So this is clearly the beneficiary of this wine auction, or perhaps the organization that puts it on. These are the founders of the organization called Friends of the Children's, which I don't know if that is their real name, but that is not an easy name to say. Friends of the Children's, possessive S? Friends of the Children? I don't know. Maybe it's Friends of the Children. Maybe I just can't read. Another possibility. It's late here. So this is let's see what you get. Let's go down to the details. I always like the bullet points first because I find that reading the text just gets really long and confusing. So this is a party in the atrium of obviously a law firm or an accounting firm. That's what Weeden and Kennedy is. They set the date. They have some known band providing the music. Mint and Mirth, which I assume is a local restaurant, providing the cocktails and libations. And then they have some fabulous wines they're cracking open. Roeder Champagne, Cake Bread, which if you don't know Cake Bread, they are here in Napa Valley, known for their Cabernet. They also do some white, although not as popular. And Rombauer, which is known for their big, oaky, and cougary Chardonnays. So it's great, and they're very, very philanthropic. And the Rombauers are also known for their daughter, who's like an amazing horseback rider. This package will be sold for $1,500 per couple, maxing out at 15 couples. So this is a buy a spot. I love that they have the date preset, that they have the location preset. So if you are available on September 15th and you have $1,500 to spend, this would be a great item for you to bid on. Let's see what's next. Oh, confusing again. These are just more pictures. All right, let's see. How do I get back to the menu? Let's see if we can move this so you can see. Okay, so on the Greater Giving platform, you can see that you can search based on no bids, currently open, buy now, or multi-sale. Multi-sale is buy a spot, buy now has a fixed price, currently open means not sold, and no bids mean no one has bid on it. So let's see what no one has bid on yet. Now, as most of you know, I used to work on a cruise ship, so I am instantly drawn to this Holland America cruise. Let's check it out and see what we get. And again, this super annoying little feature. Don't make me click too many times. This is a 12-day cruise for 2 people anywhere on Holland America in an ocean view stateroom. That is pretty nice. I would bid on that. That looks really nice. They have a Napa getaway. They have Celebrate McMinnville. Let's go back and see what else we've got. Let's see what their multi-sales are, their buy a spots. Let's see, Wine, Women, and Wild 4. Let's get some ideas on some interesting packages. Not a great picture. Do these women look wild? No. Show me some wild women if you want me to bid on this, or give it a different name. Does this look rowdy? No. But I do get that they're drinking wine. I just don't get they're wild. So maybe come up with a different adjective. So this is an evening at Sokol Blosser, and these are Oregon wineries that I'm super not familiar with. So if I butcher them, I apologize. Hosted by the owner, by the vintner, and the author of Wild and Brave Enough. So that's where the wild comes from. I hate when organizations do that. Like, they make these fun little puns that you can only get if you are reading through the program with a fine-tooth comb, which most people at a wine auction are not. They're buzzed, like heavily buzzed. They are not getting all these cute little details. And it doesn't look super wild, and I would think that this would be a drunken night, but turns out it's with an author, so it's like a quiet night. Totally does not make sense. If I was working with them, I would recommend they change the name of this. But it does seem to be historical traditional for them, so, they're leaving it. So that's a wine and a dinner, and you get transportation, which I love. I love adding transportation, especially when people are going to be drinking and getting wild, I'm making air quotes here, at this event. This is $1,000 per person and will take place in fall of 2018. So they're going to have a maximum of 25 people. Now, they don't have a date, and that's probably because of the winery and the author haven't figured it out yet. But this looks like a scheduling nightmare to me. Trying to schedule 25 busy ladies in the fall when it's back to school and, like, I'm Jewish, there's high holidays, there's all kinds of stuff going on in the fall. Like, the fall is a landmine of blackout dates. This is going to be a scheduling conflict nightmare. But other than that, I think the package looks super cool. Let's go to buy it now. Which, by the way, you can't use the term buy it now because that is owned by eBay. But you could say buy now. Yes, it is trademarked. Buy it now. So you could say purchase now or get it now, but not buy it now. So I don't know why these are buy nows when they have current bids, but let's check out Year of Champagne. Let's check out Year of Champagne. I don't know why this is a buy it now when it has a bid, because the current bid you can see Right up here is $1,080, but let's see what it is. Maybe you can buy multiple. So this is a wine lot, very, very classic in wine auctions. It features 24 bottles of bubbly from, it looks like, I don't know, if it's champagne, then it is probably from France or has been grandfathered in, but that's a side note. But I don't see any place here where I can buy it now. I can see where I can bid on it. So that's a little confusing to me. But other than that, this looks like a phenomenal package. I love that they have Taittinger. Taittinger is one of, I think, the best champagnes in the world. Just personal favorite of mine. All right, let's see what this Rex Hill is. The Grand Gesture. This is one giant. This is what we call a large format. This is a 9-liter. So it's a 1 mega bottle. It's called Salamanzar. So it is bigger than a Magnum. It is bigger than a Jeroboam. It is humongous. And these are super duper collectible because they are very, very hard to get. And the wineries don't usually make many of them because the bottles are super expensive. And most of the time, large formats do not age as well as the smaller bottles. But this is a total collector's item. I have never heard of this winery. I would love to because I love large formats. I just think they're so cool. Personally, I collect them. I think this is a decent price, but I would go research online before bidding. Let's see. Stag Sleep. Ooh, in the Napa. Okay, so a lot of times wine auctions trade packages. Same thing with schools, same things with wine, women, and shoes organizations. They all trade packages. This looks like it might be a trade. So this is a Stag's Leap package, or it is some collector who loves Stag's Leap, who is donating many of his Jeroboams of Stag's Leap. So you can see here he has a 3-liter. That's a Jeroboam. 3-liter, 3-liter. And when they're etched, it means they're like customized. The bottle is etched, which makes it even more collectible because the glass is very hard to etch. And it usually doesn't turn out, it's breakable. It's a risk for the winery. So that looks pretty great. Okay, so this is super interesting. Okay, and now let's look at their categories. I think they're a little limited on their categories. Considering they're a wine auction, they should have a wine section, but they just roll it in here with the dining and spirits. But this I love. I have sold this before for different organizations. The 100-point wine dinner. Let's see if this is the same as the one I have sold or similar. So this is a cab dinner, probably at some of their major donors' homes. And these major donors are opening up 24 bottles, which have all been given 100 points by Robert Parker. And Robert Parker is like the go-to guy in the wine world, and 100-point wines are highly collectible and highly coveted. So you can see what all the wines are here. Some of the local ones we have are Joseph Phelps Insignia, Abra, which is in Napa, 100 Acre, which is very well known. They have a very famous winemaker. The Beringer Private Reserve, Paul Hobbs, Schrader, Colgan, which you must have heard of if you're in the wine world. So this is also a buy-a spot. This is $2,500 per couple, and they only have a space for 8 couples. So this looks phenomenal. This is a great deal. Getting your hands on this much 100-point wine is very, very rare, and kudos to them for putting this lot together. This is a spectacular lot. Let's check out the Whiskey Wagon. I don't sell a lot of whiskey, and I don't know anything about it other than my husband drinks it, and I think it smells and tastes like gasoline. But I know that it's super hot, and I know that people love it. So this is a handcrafted Whiskey Wagon, which I don't know what that is, and they should probably have a picture. And 40 bottles of whiskey. I wish they had a picture of a Whiskey Wagon. Is it like a covered wagon filled with whiskey? Is it like a cart? Is it a bar cart, but bigger and heavier and more manly? I don't know. But here you can see all the whiskey they have here and how to buy in. And then I want to see the shape of speed. So that's like a very cool package. Do you love the curve of a well-crafted automobile? Crave delicious wine and savory meals? Let's see. This is a 4-course dinner at a hotel with their executive chef. Wines for the dinner provided by Brooks Winery, and their winemaker will be attending. They're going to give you a bottle to take home. You get a tour of the Portland Art Museum. And I don't know if this is a book. Kind of looks like it is. But I have to go like dig deep and see what it is. So there is a exhibit at the museum called The Shape of Speed. And so you're going to get a private tour of that. That actually looks super cool. Anyways, let's go home and see if that takes us back. No, it doesn't. That's so annoying. I love Greater Giving. It's like the most popular platform. All my clients use it, but system sometimes does not work perfectly. Anyways, that is the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed this. I think this is a phenomenal way to get ideas for your upcoming auction and packages to put together. Go look at other popular auction websites and see what they've got. That's it. Subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.